I help you?
So we got kind of a weird phone call. Just so I can check the box off, can I look in your basement real quick and I'll get out of here?
No, you need a search warrant to do that. What's going on?
Well, just step on out. I'll explain everything.
Wait a minute, my cam's in here.
Okay, I understand that, but we have a search warrant for the house.
We're asking you for your cooperation to be up front with us.
Do you have a son named Zion?
No, I don't.
You've never had a son named Zion?
No. What is that?
For Zion Staples.
Zion Staples.
That's not mine.
Sushi Staples. Child, it's found in your
We
room.
need to get this figured out. Stop
lying.
this.
It's over.
Where is that kid?
In July 2023, police were dispatched to a residence located in the 1700 block of Rock Island, Illinois, following a request for an emergency welfare check. The request was made by an individual who claimed that a child had accidentally shot themselves and that the child's mother was attempting to conceal the body. The caller had previously made multiple attempts to report the situation and appeared quite adamant about the urgency of the matter. Given the context, the officers arrived at the location, anticipating that the mother would cooperate and permit a quick inspection of the premises.
Are you Miss Staples?
Yes, how can I help you?
So we got kind of a weird phone call. Do you know Latricia?
No.
No.
I don't know anybody out here.
Some lady called DCFS. And,
What?
And kind of made some claims that you had a child that accidentally shot themselves.
Absolutely not.
No, it sounds crazy to me too. That's what.
I am so sorry about this.
Upon engaging with the resident, who is now identified as 38-year-old Sushi Staples, she initially denies the allegations. While officers believe the claims to be ludicrous, they allow Staples to elaborate on the situation, hoping this is a simple misunderstanding.
My ex-husband, his new girlfriend, this broad is off the chain. I have went down to Rock Island and filed a police report on her.
Okay.
I have went and put a restraining order on her.
What's her name?
Her name is Tony. This girl is never in it. She has so many different Facebook pages she stalks me from. She has made up different names, called me from different numbers. I have changed my number, tried to do everything I can.
Right.
Unfortunately, I can never seem to get them served because they're always bouncing around in the Chicago area.
Oh, okay. They're not even down here.
They're not even out here. And
Okay.
it's been a constant...
Have we been here before?
No, you've never come to my house for anything. I've been here for 7 years and never had a problem in Rock Island.
Yeah, I didn't know who you were.
I work at Genesis Hospital. I'm a patient care tech. I'm a student at Eastern Iowa Community College.
Okay.
I have a business in Davenport. This girl has made threats towards me on Facebook, posting her gun up, saying that she's gonna come to my addy. It's just never ending.
Right.
While it appears that Staples is providing an overabundance of information, this can be misconstrued as an attempt to assert her innocence, when in actuality indicates a heightened level of anxiety, a reason in which we would soon find out.
So they made some allegation that you had a son and he shot himself.
Sir,
and he's in your basement.
Come on now. You think... Look where I live.
No, I get it. Just so I can check the box off, can I look in your basement real quick and I'll get out of
No,
here?
you need a search warrant to do that.
Although the source of the tip to law enforcement remains anonymous, officers indicate they received specific instructions to search the basement. This level of detail suggests that the informant was someone with intimate knowledge of the residence. Speculations arose that the tip could have come from the wife of Staples' ex-husband, one of her children, or a friend to whom Staples had confided. Regardless, Staples refused to grant the officers access, stating that a search warrant would be required, effectively pausing the investigation.
I'm sorry, I'm not about to have my rights violated because someone makes Uranus allegations like this.
I know. Like I said, it sounded crazy to me too. I'm just up here seeing if, we have to investigate it, no matter how crazy it sounds.
If you want to do that, I would suggest you go through the proper protocols. I'm not about to let some crazy woman who now has my husband make Uranus accusations like this and have my rights violated as a
No, I
citizen.
get it. That's what
That is not okay. I have 4 girls in here.
That's what I'm just asking. I'm not
4 children.
I'm not trying to blame anything on you. I'm not saying this is true. I was just asking. Okay.
This is nuts.
That's all it is. Okay.
Rather than retreating inside the residence, Staples choose to continue conversing with the officers, an effort to further assert her perspective.
I have 4 children.
Her
here.
ex-husband's new girlfriend's been causing her
And
issues. She thinks that's who it is.
ongoing. She's been harassing
number
my
provided
job, harassing my place
isn't
of
connected to
business,
anything.
harassing my children. I'm sick of it.
Okay.
I've tried to get a restraining order against her, tried to get one against him. It's never ending. I cannot have any peace where I live.
And you guys only have girls?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 4. Do you want to see them?
No. They said it was a son. I was just curious
Sir,
if that's even true.
It's not.
Okay.
I'm just.
At this point of the investigation, officers' concerns heighten when Staples outright denies having a son. Contradictory evidence indicates that in 2001, the Department of Children, Youth, and Families had been involved concerning Staples' son, named Zion, who at the time was reported alive and well. Consequently, the officers decide to leave the residence and return the following day with the search warrants.
It's a never-ending story with these two.
I get, like I said, I'm not trying to bother you or anything, but we get a call, no matter how crazy it sounds, we still got to come up and see if there's any truth.
And this is crazy.
It is.
This is very crazy.
Okay.
I have been living here for 6 years. My neighbors have never had a complaint. Don't you think if my neighbors would have heard something like that, they would have made a call or said something to somebody?
I would believe so, yeah.
Just think about it. It don't make no kind of sense. This girl is psycho.
Okay.
She's harassed my job.
Do you know her phone number by chance?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't know her phone number.
Okay. All right. Well, sorry to bother you. Okay. It's like I said, we get a call. We gotta show up.
They got to the point now where they don't have my phone number, so they emailing me. Okay. I have spam emails here from these people. I'm gonna go down here. The last one I got was. Let me see.
Does it have a name on it?
Yes, it has his name on it. I have to go here. This is the last one I have. And this gotten to the point where they're emailing me because they don't have a contact phone number on me.
Right.
This is how bad the harassers got.
Okay.
But until I can get Rock Island to Cook County to serve them and actually find the address on them,
Right.
that's going to be a problem.
So
So they keep having me come back to court until I can get an address on them.
I'll add some notes just in the call that I was here, and that it's a harassment thing, so we don't have to keep coming up here. And
Thank you.
all right, sorry to bug you. Just like I said, we get a call, even if it sounds crazy, we gotta come see what's going
Man,
on.
this lady, I don't even know what to say about her. It's never ending.
All right,
I have doorbell cams here.
I saw that.
Look, I'm here. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Okay.
The very next day, when law enforcement returned with the search warrant, Staples appeared surprised and was reluctant to allow them entry into the residence.
She looked out the window. Hello,
Yes.
Sushi? Can you come out?
What's going on?
Well, just step on out. I'll explain everything.
Wait a minute, my kids in here.
Okay, I understand that, but we have a search
Then
warrant
we're
for the
asking you
house.
for your cooperation to be up front with us.
Okay, hold on.
So step on out.
No, step
What
out.
side of the house do you all have a search warrant for?
The whole house.
The whole
entire
house.
So you need to step out. Step out.
Okay, I'm gonna
Well,
open
okay.
the door.
Open the door.
We'll all walk in casually. We're not going to tear up your house or anything,
Just
so...
calm down. My
Sure.
kids are in here.
Okay.
Please.
How many?
4.
And where at in the house?
They're upstairs. I just made them go upstairs. I don't want to scare my kids. Can we just calm
These
down?
officers are gonna walk in there with you, and I got a copy of the warrant out here for you, hon.
Can I see the warrant, please? And I can call my
Once we get
lawyer.
everything secured here.
Can I see the warrant before we walk any
Okay.
further? I'm
we're
calm.
we have a valid search warrant, so
I understand, but you haven't let me see it, Chet, and you're walking through my
We're in
house.
it's right here. You don't run how we
Yeah,
go.
you don't. Yes, you're not in control of this.
Okay, I'm trying to see. You all?
So, I need your phone, too.
My phone.
As the officers entered the residence, they presented Staples with the search warrants. In the process, they also confiscated her phone, which would later serve as valuable evidence in the ongoing investigation for Zion. Staples, who now seems visibly distressed, begins to panic.
That's not my phone.
Well, that's phone is taken.
Hold on to that. So,
Okay.
which rooms are your kids in?
Obviously not.
They're
cooperative.
upstairs. I am very cooperative. I'm not fighting
You're fine.
anybody.
You're fine. You're
I'm
fine.
just, look, I'm
Tina?
scared. My kids
I'm
are
going
here.
upstairs and
While officers attempt to get Staples to cooperate, two additional officers proceed into the basement to conduct a thorough search of the premises.
That's empty.
well, it's for an old heater.
During this interview, Staples begins with a lie, claiming she is not aware of the reasons for the officer's presence, despite being informed the previous day. In hindsight, her behavior collectively indicates patterns and tendencies of a pathological liar.
Do you know why we're here?
No, I don't. I don't know why you're here.
Okay.
And I'm really scared because my kids are upstairs and I don't know what's going on.
Okay.
I just,
Okay.
can I call my family to tell them, to somebody to come?
You're not under
You're not
arrest or
under
anything
arrest.
like that, okay? That's
Okay.
that's why I'm sitting here talking to
You're
you,
not.
okay?
Okay, I'm scared to death because I don't know what's going on.
And so the reason we're here, okay, is because we're investigating a call that we had, okay? The officers came out and talked to you last night, correct?
Yes.
Okay. We have to handle that real seriously, okay? Because the allegations are that you have a son and that he's deceased and he's here in this house. Okay, so that's where we're at right now. Do you have a son named Zion?
No, I don't.
You've never had a son named Zion.
No.
Are you claiming benefits for a kid named Zion?
No. I haven't gotten any benefits for anyone. I just recently went through a situation where a young lady stole my identity and she falsely filed my taxes and my informations and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working with the FBI. I've been working with the IRS. There's been a lot of things popping up, and
Have you had any interactions with DCFS up in Chicago?
I did.
Okay.
False calls that were made.
Okay.
Correct.
One of the calls from 2021, DCFS came out to your residence in Chicago, and there was a Zion Staples there. Along with your 4 daughters, and then another young boy.
We had kids in the neighborhood come over.
So,
Some of those kids that were implicated were not, in fact, our children. They were there.
so you're saying there was a
attending the
kid in your apartment that was not your kid, named Zion.
I didn't say his name was
Staples.
Zion. No.
Well, somewhere here we've got to clear this up with this Zion
Yes.
Staples.
Yes, and
Benefits, listen to it. Benefits being put in his name that you're receiving from.
I haven't
And
received
then,
any benefits.
and then also involved in this.
I haven't received any benefits. That's what I'm telling you.
Well, it's under
Someone
state-
has stolen my identity. I have proof of that. If you go in my phone, you'll be able to see the messages between me and the FBI agent in Milwaukee. So
But, this is separate from that with the DCFS call.
because somebody is obviously claiming benefits and getting
No,
getting food
no,
stamps
So,
or
but
something.
they're
That's
getting
separate.
food stamps for your 4 daughters and Zion.
And I've been having a hard time with that because I can't get any because of that, and I've been working on it.
Okay, are we going to find anything in your house that has Zion's name on it? Birth certificate, social security card, or anything like that?
Nope.
Officers strategically withhold specific pieces of evidence before disclosing information that confirms Staples has a son named Zion. This approach is a nuanced yet highly effective technique when seeking to elicit an honest response. In this instance, Staples denies the existence of her son even when presented with this evidence.
We're seizing your phone, okay?
I understand you're seizing
So-
it, but that's Like, I should be able to at least call my lawyer still. I shouldn't be held in my own house and not be able to call my counsel.
Well, are you requesting a lawyer right now? Because if you request a lawyer right now, we're done talking.
And then what? You're going to arrest me?
I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to search your
We're gonna
house.
search his house upside and down.
Given the opportunity to be forthcoming about her son, Staples adamantly denies his existence. As police continue the interview, other officers began to search her room, where they would discover Zion's birth certificate and social security card.
Somewhere here we need to get to the bottom of this Zion thing.
I can't
And
help
this
it
is
when
coming
people
from
call.
other. This is coming from other people. This is
I
getting
can't help
mentioned.
it when
look,
people
this-
call and make
look-
allegations against me. People do this
Okay.
every day out of
Look,
spite.
look-
And I possibly had some visitors. It was probably the summertime.
So where
and I had
would they
people
get the
come
name
over.
Zion
Where would they come up with
Staples?
Zion Staples?
I don't
and
know.
It be your
People
son.
make it up all the time. People make it up all the time.
But see, DCFS does not come into your home and say, okay, have the neighbors over and let's do all this personal stuff that affects you and your family in front of all these other people.
They did.
They do it with you.
They did.
And they do it
Oh.
with your family.
They did, though. They very much did that.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
If you are claiming people back and forth amongst family members to get bigger returns, our biggest concern is that we can have somebody with law enforcement say, this is Zion, this is what's going on, and he is fine. Because right now, we have a person that exists, but we can't lay eyes on him, and it's a child. Okay, that's what they're
is
saying.
that noise?
It's just
No, it's
it's-
the beeping.
Staples is now experiencing sensory overload, making it increasingly difficult for her to concentrate on the questions being asked. Officers, however, disregard her attempts to divert the conversation and persist in their line of questioning.
So that's what we're looking at. So if this is what's going on, if you have a cousin, a sister, a brother-in-law, a friend, or whatever claiming kids, or you're claiming them on behalf and you guys are splitting some extra money, I get that. The biggest concern that we have here is that we need to make sure that this kid is safe. And in the time since the officer was here last night and the time that an officer had called you back in June, that we can say, nope, she's totally clear. There's nobody here. There's nobody
Stopped
here.
and harassed. I'm telling you.
Birth certificate?
What is that?
Birth certificate.
For Zion Staples.
Zion Staples.
That's not mine.
Sushi Staples. Child. It's found in your room.
We
along
need
with
to
the Social
we
Security
need
card.
to get this
Stop
figured out. Stop this.
Lying.
It's over.
Where's that kid?
Upon being presented with Zion's documentation, Staples begins to rock back and forth uncontrollably, a behavior that suggests significant distress. Observing this, the officers intensifies their interrogative tactics by becoming much more confrontational.
You need to come clean because we're not going anywhere. This is just, you're just going to dig yourself a bigger grave now. I asked you if there's anything with Zion's name in this house. You said no.
I needed some extra help. Okay. That was it.
What do you mean by that?
I had a person that makes documents. And it was just really hard. Like,
So is Zion a real person?
no.
During her final attempt to justify the situation, rather than disclosing her son's whereabouts, Staples claimed to have someone create fraudulent documents, effectively admitting to fraud and providing reasons for her arrest.
I can't call a lawyer and let them know you are here. I can't call a lawyer to come here to my house while I'm being questioned by you.
If you want an attorney right now, we can
We'll
we'll just be done.
We'll be done.
All right.
But the investigation continues.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and turn it off for me.
Oh, no. I'm going to jail. What am I going to jail for? What have I done?
You just admitted to fraud.
So now you're going to railroad me on fraud?
Railroad you what? We're trying to figure out where your kid is.
My
You're
kid.
saying that he doesn't
This man,
exist.
my kid. cuffs and you let me walk out.
We'll cuff you in front, okay?
This is embarrassing. I can get in the car. Do you got to take my dignity away and put me in cuffs in front of my neighbors?
We're not gonna put them behind you, okay?
My neighbors
We're gonna walk you to the car real quick, and then we'll get you out of here, okay?
My neighbors, they've been knowing me for 6 years. You see that badge over there? I work 2 jobs at Genesis.
I hear you.
I go to school out here. God, this is embarrassing.
After detaining and escorting Staples to the vehicle, the remaining officers proceeded to conduct a comprehensive search of the premises. During the search, 2 officers continued to investigate the basement, where they subsequently made a disturbing discovery. Inside a garbage can, they found the severely decomposed body of 10-year-old Zion Staples, who had been deceased for over 8 months. The medical examiners later confirmed that the cause of death was indeed a gunshot wound to the head. Sushi Staples was subsequently arrested and charged with 4 offenses: concealment of a death, obstruction of justice, failure to report the death of a child, and endangering the life of a child. Staples later claimed that Zion's death was accidental and that she was unable to make rational decisions following his death. In January 2024, Staples pleaded guilty to endangering the life of a child in exchange for the prosecution dropping the other 3 charges. She was sentenced to 2 years in prison with credit for time already served and is scheduled for release in 2026.